It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for your market update. Here's what's going on in the mortgage world. We are seeing some fresh highs for interest rates in the mortgage world right now. Last Wednesday, there was a big movement in the market. I did my Tuesday update. Last week, I also did a Wednesday update. And the reason I did that is because of that big move. So we had some bad inflation data come out. Inflation still looking hotter than expected, which the Fed has always said it's not going to be a straight escalator down on inflation, and had some commentary later in the week that they really weren't surprised or taken off guard that it's going that way up and down a little bit. So trying to reassure the market, but there are just a lot of factors going on. So since that day, on Wednesday, which I'll throw the chart up here, we broke through that resistance or that support that I had been talking about. So we had support at that 100 level, and I was talking about support from 100 and then resistance at 101. We were bouncing around in that range. Well, last Wednesday we fell below that support, went through that floor, and so as that goes down on the chart, mortgage rates go higher. And, it's been kind of a little bit of a free fall since then. You see that things where they're at today are a little worse. So now for the year, I'm going to put up a different chart here. We're at our worst levels on bond prices. So lowest bond prices, highest yields, highest rates. That chart right there takes you from the end of 2023 to today. So you can see we're at our worst levels here for the year. But there's hope here, right? Last week, the European markets, we saw some actions taken to ease things from their central banks. The German Bund, what they call their bond, that yield is down. That's reducing, and that means their rates are going down. Germany's commentary was that European inflation has been easing quite nicely. And they even went as far as to comment that in the United States, we've seen a continued battle with inflation due to government spending. So, folks, this is not sustainable. We are on a path that, this is going to change. We're going to see better days ahead. Hang in there. First-time buyers and others, if you're looking for a home, you can go out and get a house under contract right now. So we've got a great window of opportunity. But, we're definitely not at the best levels from an interest rate perspective right now. And there are some things in the mix that can change that. Just this past week, one of the things we had yesterday was retail sales, still very strong numbers. The thing with that, when you really get into that report, it's not that people are really buying a lot more stuff. It's just that they're paying so much more for it that retail sales are actually up. So, but when you kind of get down and extrapolate it like units, it's not really much of an increase in units. People are doing a lot of spending on credit. This is not sustainable. Clearly, our government is spending on credit. That is not sustainable. There has to be a change, and there's going to be a change. So we don't know when that's going to come. The Fed has made it very clear that they do not intend to raise the Fed funds rate any more than what it is right now. They feel like leaving it where it is as long as it needs to be will do the job. So that's been reassuring. But, we've got some things to figure out here in the good old United States of America, and we will get there. So lots of geopolitical things factored in right now, just things around the world. So all of that impacts interest rates. And to keep you updated, I will be here. So stay tuned, and I will keep you in the loop on what's the latest. And if anything big happens, I'll do an update outside of the regular Tuesday updates like I did last week. So just stay tuned. Thanks.